Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about story. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Eagle defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one, because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys?
And Andrews lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nolan Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Ali going to try the right side. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll go back to Ali. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. On the return, Jackson powers past him at midfield. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They brought him in off the corner. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Daniel Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
In motion left comes Brown.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Shipley.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Will Shipley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Johnson now throwing to start the drive. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now Shipley again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest.
A first down carry for Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Eagles, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.